Well, welcome back. You do your taxes every year. You always keep that April deadline top of mind. But when it comes to your retirement, it's important to recognize the difference between tax planning and tax preparation. Well, joining us now is Annetta Carter, the CEO of Magnolia Financial Strategies, an East Texas retirement planning firm. Annetta is also the popular radio and podcast show host of The Retirement Message. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm doing pretty good. We're glad to have you back, and what a great topic to talk about.
Yeah, it's the end of the year, and it's a great time to start thinking about tax planning to make sure April 15th looks better for you than maybe last year.
Yes, and so what are the differences between, tax preparation and tax planning?
So I guess everybody knows about April 15th. It's that dreaded day where we have to get all of those tax documents together and possibly even write a big check to the IRS. What tax planning does, though, is it can take a very positive spin, and that's because you take a look at the big picture of all of your investment accounts, where you're paying taxes, all of your income accounts, and you look within the IRS tax code and develop strategies so that hopefully on April 15th, you're paying less taxes than you were the year before.
Oh, that's always something good to look forward to if that happens.
Absolutely, yeah. And we can even fix it to where later in the future, when you're retired, you would even pay less taxes than expected.
Oh, and so how often do you find tax planning is overlooked for retirees?
Well, I think a lot of people that are out there that are wealth managers, they just focus on wealth management. But at our office, we don't do that. We're holistic retirement planners. We do wealth management as well, but we also focus on a lot of different issues that retirees face, and one of them is taxes. And so we make sure that everyone has a good tax plan as well as a good income plan, knows where they're going as far as their Social Security is concerned, how to sign up for Medicare, making sure they have a long-term care plan. All of those things matter, but taxes, that's a big, big part of it. And so it has to be addressed during retirement.
Yes, it does. And so do you think that there is a misconception that tax planning is only for the super wealthy?
I do think a lot of times that people think, I can't get a tax plan because I'm not one of those people that's in the highest tax bracket. But I'll give you an example. There are people out there that have what we call lazy money. It's sitting in a CD at the bank and it's earning interest. And maybe they're not living off of that interest, they're just rolling it back in. But every year they get a 1099. And when they get that 1099, they have to pay taxes on that CD. So one of the strategies we can use is to take that money and put it into a tax deferred account where they can roll it year after year after year indefinitely from a tax standpoint, not get a 1099 unless they remove any money from it, and even pass it on to heirs or give it to charity later when they die, whatever they want to do. But it defers all those taxes, and in a lot of ways we see that that is great for people that are in a lower income bracket that are drawing Social Security, because it could cause less of their Social Security to be taxed. And that is one of those strategies we're talking about that's available within the IRS tax code.
Wow, I didn't even know about all that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things we can do for people in all tax brackets.
Oh, I love that. So what type of potential savings can come from implementing the right tax strategy?
Well, someone in a lower tax bracket, that's a great strategy, but also people who do have money in pre-tax accounts such as IRAs and 401ks, when they're 73, they're required to start taking some of that money out and paying taxes on it. What we don't know is where tax brackets are going to be in the future. Historically, we have been in, for decades, some of the best tax brackets in history. I don't think we'll go back to those extremely high brackets that we saw back in the 40s when Reagan was actually making movies. I don't know if you know this or not, but he had to only make 2 movies a year because if he went into the highest tax bracket, he would give up all of his income to the IRS.
Wow.
Most of it would go to federal, and then about 8% of it went to the state of California. So they were really high tax brackets back then. So if we were to ever go to higher tax brackets, you could pay a whole lot more out of your 401k and IRA accounts in taxes than you expected. So by rolling to a Roth conversion and doing something like that, you can make sure that eventually some of the money that you pull out of Roth accounts would not be taxable to you. And one of the better things is you might be able to pull money out of that and not have it affect your tax bracket, and you might take that trip of a lifetime.
Yes. Well, real quick, so running out of time, how can those types of savings also impact our income strategies?
Well, I think it's important to make sure that you can take home as much money as you can out of everything that you've put away for retirement. And so you want to make sure that you have a good tax plan. We have a tax loss harvesting plan that you can get into where we sell some lower appreciating assets for some higher appreciating assets to offset our taxes on that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me here.
Alrighty. And for you at home, if you want to make sure your retirement preparation factors in taxes, Annetta has an offer for you. For the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, she's offering a complimentary retirement plan just for you. This will allow Annetta to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discuss your best steps to really get ready for a confident retirement. Call the number now, 903-354-8600. Again, 903-354-8600. Well, up next, as students return to the classroom, we have a look at some products and services to help them get ready.